Sensational!
What's up, gamers? OnlyUsBeard here, and I'm back with Call of Duty 11 Black Ops 3 Future Warfare. Lasers are epic. Suffice to say, I'm not on Earth anymore. No, God forbid, no. I'm on a foreign world, defending the realm, if you will. As you can also see, I'm not human anymore. No, I'm an alien. And my zombies, they're not zombies anymore. They're robot zombies. They don't want to try and turn me or eat my brains. They just want to kill me. Those bastards. And that's enough bullshit now. As you can see, I'm Duggan, and I got a really itchy head all of a sudden. I've had an itchy nose for the last 4 takes of trying to record this, so I'm just going to let fly. The gameplay, as you can see, itchy nose as just discussed, is Mass Effect 3, the co-op campaign mode, Ping Bob. We're playing on Firebase Goddess, which is obviously the homeworld of the Asari, and we're fighting off against the Geth, and I'm on Silver. I know obviously I've sneaking gradually into Silver. I've been doing bronzes for ages, and it's not getting troublesome anymore. I'm looking for a bit more extra, so I've gone to the Silvers, and I had to go doing a gold, got killed instantly. I'm not good enough to do gold, but Silvers I'm working up there. Bronze, I don't need to use the rocket launcher anymore. I'm back kind of level at the moment, so obviously the idea is I'm going to do Silvers, get to the point where I don't need to use rocket launcher, go to the gold, the golds, go to the platinums. It's 4 tiers behind it. It's scary when I actually heard. I saw bronze, silver, and gold. Oh, okay. So then I heard someone talking about platinum. Platinum? The fuck? Anyway, my guy you can see running around with, he is a Turin Sentinel. He's Garrus basically, but he's not just Garrus. He's badass Garrus. He's got the tech armor. So obviously, if people get too close to him, bang! Tech armor explodes, kills everybody in a local radius. He's got the overload, so essentially anybody with shields, zap. Shields are gone, mate. If they're Geth, zap. They get stunned in submission. They're on the floor, gibbering wreck. If you hit an organic, they won't go down on the floor like a Geth would, but it looks like they're dancing to dubstep. Add to that, he's also got the warp capability, which is good against barriers, it's good against armor. So basically, he's got something that'll take out anything. Obviously some hits you'll need to take more than others, but he's got something for anybody. They've recently added to the game itself the Collectors, which I think has been a fantastic DLC add-on that BioWare have added to the game. And I'm also astounded it's free. It's fantastic. I have played on both the 2 new maps they've added. Well, it's not new maps. They've taken the existing maps and they've added more challenges, more hazards to it. You know, one of them has like a small, much more sandy desktop to it. So essentially, you can see like about 5 feet in front of you. Bang on about 5 feet, you can't see. Okay. Likewise, on the map, they've had one of the reactors. So essentially, there's like 3 entrances to the reactor. You can run through it, push the button. Anybody inside the reactor gets vaporized. So the one exception I have seen of that thus far is if you manage to lure one of the heavy bosses into it. I'm referring to like one of the Banshees or one of the Brutes or even one of the mechs. Lure them in, hit the button. You've got to time it right so they're obviously stuck inside. I actually had a case where actually a Brute actually came out the other side of the door. Door actually went onto the Brute, bounced. Brute came out, door went down, flash went on. So you've got to time it right. But essentially, it'll knock off a lot of the health, but it won't kill them completely. You know, there's a point like dropping about like 10,000 damage onto these guys and just hoping it's good enough. And obviously, whatever's left, you can probably then shoot with a pistol knife. But it's an interesting mechanic they've brought into it, and I foresee a lot of people trolling other players. Oh, come this way! Click. I know I did that once by accident, but that was a pure accident. The guy accepted my apology and said, "Look, this is so sorry for this. Obviously, don't run that way when I press the button again. If you see me running through this and all the lights are green, don't follow me." It's quite really obvious in my opinion, but hey, meh. I would like to talk very briefly about War Z, however, or I prefer to call it War Z, but I think people use the term War Z more openly. It's easy to go with, just go with that. It's still an alpha. It's a survival zombie MMO, so obviously, given the success of DayZ, the people behind War Inc. decided to make their own version of it, and thus it's not been too bad actually. There are a couple of limitations I'd like to bring about. The first is zombies. They have stupid health. If you hit them, they start shuffling. So obviously, there are a couple of times in TeamSpeak when you heard people, every day I'm shuffling, and I've been told to shuffle one too many times of that, so I don't stop. Likewise, obviously, melee mechanics as well. I've been told to stop using hammer die one too many times as well. The zombies shuffle too much. They have too much health. They can hit you too easily, or obviously you have a lack of health, which does raise the issue if you spawn into a new world. If you're not careful, you will get other people spawning in the same location run up to you with a flashlight. Their flashlight crack you once in the back of the head. You'll go down. They'll rummage your backpack. And when they discover you've only got a flashlight yourself, because you just spawned in, they'll be able to stupid. I know I did have one instance where I was with a couple of guys right up like the top of a lake area in Colorado. Obviously, I can't post any visuals of this, otherwise I'll be breaking the non-disclosure agreement. I know there are videos out there on YouTube of the alpha, but they are technically breaching the non-disclosure agreement. But essentially, obviously, my guy on my right got shot. Obviously, instantly, everyone was like, fuck, what the hell was that? And obviously, we all hit prone. And obviously, then I got shot. And obviously, the third guy I was with managed to hide behind cover. That's all well and good. However, I then thought, well, what I'll do is I'll quickly log in with my another character, which I know I logged off near that area. Go to log on, and I then got a message saying the server was resetting itself. So I thought, awesome. Those guys killed me and can't get to resources in time because I used a sniper rifle. You know, distance between where the resources would have been. By the time I get there, the server would reset itself. So they've killed somebody for nothing. The size of the maps, though, I think that's one issue I have behind it. I appreciate, obviously, it's meant to be survival, it's horror, it's realistic, it's endangered, all that kind of usual entrapment kind of stuff you hear about. And there are methods where you can gather together, and the proximity chat and the global chat. I like that. I'd like to try and engage upon more trusting persons, but obviously, depending on how much of a dick other people have been, then obviously the less trusting. So I'm looking forward to when they engage the bandit function, where essentially, obviously, if you see somebody get shot, and obviously you say, so-and-so killed me in grid reference A27, then obviously look out, there's a bandit about. That would be a useful mechanic, and obviously, dare I say, you can even put like a bounty up on someone's head saying, I got shot by Jimmy, what's it? And if anybody finds him, kill him and get my shotgun back, please. So that's what I'd like to see happen. I'd like to see, ideally like to see the map smaller myself, but I know obviously they're looking to have 250 people in a map at any one time. With 40, which is the current limit at the moment, I think I can see why they're going to say we'll make it 250 and make that map larger, but the map itself is large, so I either want to see an extension of how fast you run, how long you can run for, or a contraction of your recovery time. Now, actually, me saying that makes me want to think, what if I actually do an experiment myself just to see how long I can sprint for, and B, how long it takes me to be recovered to be ready to sprint again. So that's what I'd like to see. So I think the most logical idea is to add in vehicles, which, given how this game engine is based upon, I know vehicles are pretty possible. Moving on from the Warzy function, I would like to look very briefly at Nick Griffin. Now, for those of you at the back of the class, Nick Griffin is the leader of the British National Party, and unfortunately at the moment he's put himself in a bit of an embarrassing position. He's always been a strong advocate of British values and standing up for yourself, and obviously your rights. There's no reason to be discriminated, all kind of usual claptrap you hear from the right-wing parties. And what was it, left wing? I never know those two about. But essentially, he's made a bit of a tit of himself. Recently, a gay couple won the right to stay in a bed and breakfast. Now, essentially, the bed and breakfast itself discriminated. I say discriminated. They turned away this couple from staying because they're gay. So obviously, they said. I think more than likely is they didn't like the idea, but they then quoted as obviously, we're not going to let couples stay here that aren't married. I mean, that's fair enough. That's your operating policy. Have 2 rooms or don't disturb them. You could obviously argue that since they're a bed and breakfast, they shouldn't be too choosy about it. But obviously, if you turn people away, where do you go from this? But obviously that's not neither here nor there in my opinion. These guys took the court and obviously won the right to stay in this bed and breakfast. Personally, I wouldn't want, these guys turned me away, I wouldn't want to touch them again. I think it's just a rather nasty comment about them on all the different hosting sites that have reviews for bed and breakfasts. Don't go here if you're gay, or these guys are complete assholes, don't, leave negative comments and people won't go there again. But I know obviously you have seen from much experience people will fight that, and essentially that's neither here nor there. I would have thought if they need to discriminate, fine. If they don't, I just wouldn't have gone back there myself, wouldn't have gone to a whole lawsuit myself. But fast forward from that, Nick Griffin has taken the moral high ground, has actually then tweeted out the address of these gay couple and suggested that all of his followers go along to that address to stage a rally in support of heterophobia. To fuck. Or was it in against them? But I'm thinking, on the one hand, he's saying obviously he's always been a devout follower, he's always been a follower of how obviously Muslims and the Islamic belief is threatening the British culture and how we're discriminating against this and they've got no right to discriminate. And now we've got on the flip side of this obviously how these people, how he's supporting the gay, he's supporting the owners of this guest house for discriminating against this gay couple. I think you can't have it both ways in you. But the very fact he actually posted their public personal address into the public, I think that is wrong. So there is a campaign going to try and get Nick Griffin off Twitter. Now, dare I say, if it was me or you that was doing this, we'd be slapped with an £800 fine and removed access. Because in MP, it's allowed. Bullshit. So I'm a little bit annoyed with that. So again, mate, I would like to clear up a few things with regards to recent giveaway shenanigans of late. I posted up a video last Tuesday discussing-ish, I say discussing with distance. It started off with me pretending to play Black Ops 2 and obviously, God damn it, threw the controller away and obviously I died. And then I went into my ramble about how I don't like how there's so many of these Black Ops 2 giveaways, or giveaways in general up on YouTube, and that people are doing these to get views, there's no two ways about it. And 90% of these are probably perfectly genuine, so essentially I want to support my followers, they've been kind and honest to me, fine, okay. The trouble is, obviously, YouTube has a clause in there that says giveaways are potentially against terms of service. Essentially, you are offering an incentive to people come to your video, like, favorite and comment, to bump you forward to be seen by other persons. And that, I think, is what I have no objection to. Now, unfortunately, whether it's because I'm British or because I didn't put in a big red capital letters on over the video saying this is a spoof, people have actually been commenting on this. I'll have the Xbox, please. PS3 for me, please. I mean, oh god, this defeats the whole point of me making the video in the first place, where they can't realise the whole point of the giveaway video itself is a complete sham. So I have now put it in the title, spoof. So essentially people cannot say they're not involved. Black Ops 2 giveaway, spoof. Close quotation marks. There's no way I can get around this. Initially I just put a comment in the comment section. I was like, yeah, cool story, bro. And one of my friends picked up, I'm going to wait around till 2015 to find out if I win this competition. And someone else said, do you know, I didn't think that says really good to support the community and blah blah blah. Then obviously you get all the people who don't actually listen to the video, just see giveaway, like, comment, favourite, subscribe, bullshit. So dare I say I made the criteria stronger, harder to do. You gotta like it, you gotta favourite it, you gotta comment it, you gotta support me on Twitter, you gotta put it on Facebook, and you gotta you can support me on Movember, blah 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 blah. People are still joining us. So I'm on two minds. Do I leave this up? Do I take this down? Do I change it? But in case you hadn't guessed, if you're watching this video and you liked on that one video because you subscribed to this, it was a spoof. Please, okay. I will even encourage you to go back to the video. I'll give you a link where you can actually go to the video and dislike the video, okay? That's how much I want to impress upon this. I was not doing that video for likes, for views. I was doing it to spoof the community at large behind this. And I have been enjoying doing these spoofs. The next one I'm planning to do is obviously of the light machine gun video for Black Ops 2. I know T. Martin has done a new Black Ops 2 light machine gun video, and he's cited he's done so many hours in game with this. And he's then been able to put up his personal thoughts about it. And obviously, all he's done is he's got a bit of Modern Warfare 3. He's got 4 pictures of all the machine guns that you see, which has probably been lifted from one of the multiple sites out there. Putting some numbers underneath. And so, my personal opinion, with my hands-on experience with this, this is the best gun, this is the second best, this is the third best, and this is the fourth. Now, this is counterintuitive to what the Activision have put forward, because they've got like so many bars of this one, so many bars of this one, so many bars of this one. The fuck. Anyway, that's obviously why I'm enjoying doing these spoof videos, and I know because I actually dare say because I put spoof and parody in the title, I'm protected obviously from people from flaming me on this. But also, I'm asking these guys permission. Can I spoof it? Or more accurately, do you have any objections if I spoof it? So there's no real comeback to this. Okay? I've asked people, do you have any objections? I've had no objections thus far, which I think is awesome. So. No, I think it's about it actually. I had one more point I wanted to go over, but I was going to say I forgot what it is now. Oh, yeah, sorry, that's it. Movember. If you haven't sponsored anybody to participate in Movember, now that is obviously to grow a mustache in support of prostate cancer. I'm going to say sponsor me. I'll give you a link to it. And essentially what this entails is I'm actually going to cut all of this beard off. So essentially this face will be completely clean shaven come to the 1st of November. And I will grow a mustache just by that for the sake of prostate cancer. Or prostate cancer research. Why? Because my uncle on my father's side died of bowel cancer, so I thought it was kind of a jewel. But he had quite an epic beard in my opinion. I think he's always been my go-to reference of why I have this awesome beard. He's my reminder of it. That being said, I know my folks hate me having a beard because obviously, apparently it makes me look older than I actually am. I do remind them I am 30, so yeah. I think that's all I wanted to talk about there today, so I will clock up with there. I will obviously offer the polite request that if you got this far in the video, could you leave a rating? Could you comment on this video? And if you liked it, can you click the favorite button? I'm asking this because obviously YouTube has dirked my subscription statistics analysis thingy bob, where it can take almost up to a full 72 hours before a video will appear in someone's intro. So the logic I'm having is, if you can use your connections, the likes, favorites, and comments, I hate to say this, it will help me out. God, I hate myself for saying that. But the logic behind it is, you clicking that button is going to tell everyone in your contacts list that you have seen this video. And obviously, with a bit of luck, they'll watch the video and then pass it on to their contacts and vice versa. That is all for now. Join me this Friday, where I'll be doing another one of those Feature Fridays. Ciao.
Mr. Dougan.